That's no moon, that's a space station. It's the big finale and Sonic has found Robotnik's ultimate weapon, the Death Egg. And inside it's guarded by the ultimate badnik, Mecha Sonic. Making his return from the Master System version of Sonic 2, Sonic's robotic counterpart will mimic the original's moves by spin attacking across the screen. With no rings in this zone, a single slip-up means death for the Hedgehog. This is Sonic's most dangerous encounter yet. Mecha Sonic is difficult to hit with a very thin line between attacking the top of his head and dying to the blades on his back. The robot has 3 attacks that he cycles through in this battle. The regular spin dash, a jumping spin dash, and a forward dash that leaves him vulnerable to attack. Once the robot is destroyed, Sonic continues his pursuit of Robotnik and wow, look at the fat man run. Well, we know the drill here. Robotnik jumps into his Eggmobile and holy crap, what the hell is that thing? Nope, no more floating cars for this guy. He's gone and built himself a full-blown mech suit. If you're careful, you can get a few hits in on the Death Egg robot as it lumbers towards you, but otherwise you're safe so long as you keep your distance. Eventually, Robotnik will rocket himself off screen and try to smash Sonic from above. His landing is the only time he's truly vulnerable. A safe player will get their hit in and then run out of range of his spiked arm rocket punch, but if you want to live dangerously, you can get a few extra hits in during this attack. Don't even try to sneak around Robotnik's backside though. Even if you manage to avoid the bombs that protect his rear, you'll still die if you get too close to the rocket on his back. But whether you play it safe or not, eventually Sonic will defeat the Death Egg robot, which triggers a massive explosion in the space station. The whole place goes up in flames and Sonic makes a daring escape right into the ending. The explosion is so great that Sonic's furry friends can see it from the ground, and really, you've got to give it to Tails. He sees a giant orbital explosion and his first instinct is to get in his plane and fly towards the upper atmosphere to see if he can help. That is some loyalty considering he's probably flying into a hell rain of death as debris from the space station falls towards the ground. But somehow, the only debris appears to be Sonic. Beating Felix Baumgartner to the orbital jump by 20 years, I don't know how long he was falling, but Tails seems to have had plenty of time to intercept him. Enjoying their triumph over Robotnik, Sonic and Tails do a victory lap through the air, followed by a flock of very determined birds. It cannot be easy keeping up with a biplane at cruising speed when your wings are smaller than your head. And of course, just to show off exactly how awesome he is, Sonic finishes the game by leaping off of his own plane and stopping time. Of course, that's not the only version of the ending. If you got all of the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic activates his super form on the way down, and in this case he doesn't really fall from the Death Egg so much as fly downward. He still meets Tails on the way down, but this time his friend is kind of unnecessary. Also, the birds have changed to a flock of baby bald eagles because... America? And that about does it for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It has a reputation as one of the top Sonic games of all time, and that reputation is well deserved. As a sequel, it pays great homage to its predecessor, but without overly relying on recycled elements. This game is a proper sequel. It doesn't rehash the original game, but it doesn't stray too far into innovative new directions either. It did what sequels are supposed to do. Take the original and make it bigger and better. The levels in the game are beautiful, and this time Sega really nailed the balance between platforming and running fast. Where the first game had very few open running sections, this one gives Sonic several more opportunities to stretch his legs. Sure, not every new idea is a winner, and I could have gone without some of the more aggravating enemy placements, but this game's flaws are few and far between. It really is the definitive Sonic experience. And that, my friends, is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So, what's your favorite part of the game? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, pass this video around to your friends, and come back next week for more Sonic Saturday.